You always think procrastination happens with the hard stuff, the scary projects, the huge deadlines. But watch yourself closely, and you'll notice something strange. You'll happily spend an hour on a difficult problem you actually understand, then avoid a 2-minute email for 3 days straight. The answer is that your brain doesn't measure difficulty, it measures uncertainty. When you don't know exactly what a task requires, when the very first step is fuzzy, your amygdala reads that fog as danger. The same way it would read a shadow moving in a dark room. It's not the size of the task that scares you. It's not being able to see the edges of it. Think about how differently 2 tasks pull on you. A vague one, like sort out my finances, can sit untouched for weeks, quietly draining you every time you remember it exists. One has a clear first move you can picture instantly. The other is just a cloud with no shape, and your brain refuses to walk into a cloud. But pay the electricity bill gets done in about a minute. Same category, same money, wildly different pull. And you think, that's it? That was the monster? The suffering was never in the doing. This is also why the avoidance feels so much worse than the task itself. You've probably noticed that once you finally start the thing you were dreading, it takes 10 minutes. The task isn't hard. So why does your brain treat it like a threat? It was in the anticipation. In your brain, running a threat simulation over and over, because it couldn't find the edges to calm down. So the trick was never about discipline, and it was never about finding more motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and you cannot reliably summon a feeling on demand. What you can do is shrink the fog. Take the thing you're avoiding and ask one simple question. What is the very first physical action? Not the goal, not the outcome. The action your hands would actually take. Open the document, find the phone number, write just the subject line and nothing else. The moment that first step becomes something you can see, the threat signal quietly drops, and the task you were dreading suddenly feels almost boring, and boring is exactly what you want. Boring means your brain has finally found the edges. It means the shadow turned out to be a coat on a chair. The reason this works so reliably is that you're not fighting your brain anymore. You're giving it the one thing it was missing: clarity, certainty about the next move. And once the next move is obvious, the hardest part of any task, the starting, is already quietly behind you. And everything after that is just momentum.